Hi again, everybody. Today we have a really special project to work on, and it uses one of your senses. Not your sense of touch with your fingers, not your sense of sight with your eyes. It's not your sense of hearing with your ears. It's not even your sense of taste with your tongue. It's using the sense that we use with our nose. What do we do with our nose? We breathe and we smell. Exactly. We're going to use our sense of smell for the finished thing, but we're going to use our sense of touch for what we're going to put into this. It's something that you see every morning at school when we come together. And before we start, we do something with a braided candle, something that smells really good. Right, our besamim bag, our spice bag. It smells like perfume, like the perfume of Shabbat, that we want to hold on to for a little while longer and take it into the week with us until Shabbat comes again, the sweetness and the beauty of Shabbat. So you're going to need a bag like this, not too big, just like the one we have at school. It's called an organza bag, organza, and it's made out of very thin material. Look, you can see right through it. It's got little tiny holes, and that's how we can smell the things that we put inside. So you can put anything that you think that smells so wonderful and makes you feel really good and happy inside. And I've got a few things that I'm going to put in. The first thing is I'm going to put in something like this. Do you know what this is? Something that smells so good. I like it. Some people don't like the smell of this. Our teacher Hava, here's a clue for you. Our teacher Hava doesn't like it, and Bashi doesn't like it either. You grind it up. You have to grind this up to get little powder, and you can sprinkle it on your hot chocolate or on your oatmeal. Do you know what it's called? Yeah, it's called cinnamon, and these are cinnamon sticks. It comes from the bark of a tree. So I'm going to put a cinnamon stick into my besamim bag because I love it. Do you think that it's going to fit? What do you think? Is it fitting in there? Can you see? Let's see what happens when we pull the little strings. Let's see if I can close it completely. Oh, it's a little too large. Do you see it sticking out the top? So I'm going to open up my bag again to figure out how to get this in here. How can I get it in so it goes in all the way and I can close my bag? Good idea. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it in half. So I'll have two smaller pieces. Are you ready? Do you think I can do it? Here we go. Ooh, did you hear that snap? Ah, and where I snapped it, look inside, isn't that cool? Where I snapped it, I can really smell the cinnamon strongly because it released all the little oils that are inside here. So I'm going to put it into my besamim bag. There we go, my cinnamon sticks. The next thing I'm going to put in is something that looks like this. Do you know what it is? I've got another one that I've already used. I grate it to get the powder. Oh, it smells so good. You also use it in baking or in cooking. If you make a bechamel sauce, a white sauce, it's called nutmeg, and nutmeg is yummy. Oh, it smells delicious. So I'm going to put the piece that I already grated from, because it's got the strongest scent, the strongest smell, into my besamim bag. There we go. So I've got cinnamon stick and nutmeg. And the next thing I'm going to put in, let's see if you can see it, are these little spices here. Can you see that? Yeah, these are called, let's look at them a little bit more. Use our sense of sight. It's got like a little stick on the bottom and like a little star at the end. And they smell delicious. They're called cloves. So I'm going to put a handful of cloves inside. There we go. Looking good so far. Smelling amazing so far. Another thing I love the smell of, I really do, is this. Do you know what it is? Yeah, you know, it looks like a leaf. It is a leaf. It grows on a tree. It smells really wonderful, and you use it in cooking. A lot of people put this into their soups or into a stew that they're making. It's called a bay leaf. I have a whole jar full of them. Do you see? So I'm going to put one in. Let's see if I can rip it a little bit to smell it. It's so fresh. Ah, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Nice and sweet. In it goes. There we go. It's getting really amazing. I even have 2 more things to put in. I have something that looks like this. Can you see? These are like little seeds. And you use it in cooking and in baking. Some people make cookies out of these. And when you rub them together, oh, they smell so good. They're called fennel seeds. So I'm going to get a big handful from my table of fennel seeds, and I'm going to drop them in. There they go. Do you see them inside there? Yeah, cool. All right, and the last thing I have, you might have some of this at home too. Do you know what these things are? Oh, look, looks like I have a mustache. That's really funny. This smells so good. And when you soak it in some liquid, you can make something called vanilla. Yes, that you put into your baking, into your cookies and your cakes. Ice cream smells really, really good. But vanilla that you use in a bottle comes from this vanilla bean. This is a vanilla bean. Can you imagine? And you can either take the whole pot and soak it and then make vanilla, liquid vanilla that you use, or an adult can take a knife, a very sharp knife, and cut it down the middle and scoop out. There's vanilla seeds inside, and those are really good for baking too. You can even stick a vanilla pod into your sugar, and after a few days, this vanilla pod will make your sugar smell and taste like vanilla. You can make vanilla sugar. So I'm going to put that into the samim bag. There we go. So I've got all these things. Do you remember what I put in? Let's take a look. Cinnamon stick. Do you remember what these little seeds were called? Fennel seeds. And this leaf was a bay leaf. And then you can see this that I grated. Right, nutmeg. And you can see the little cloves right here. Awesome. So now I'm going to pull the strings, pull apart, and look what happens. This is called a drawstring. You draw the strings, you pull them apart, and it closes the bag, just like we have at school. And I'm going to tie a little bow in it. You don't have to. I just think it looks pretty. You can have somebody help you with that, and you can practice too. It's really fun to know. And if you know how to tie it on this bag, you can tie it on your shoes too. So here's our little samim bag ready for Havdallah. Oh, it smells so wonderful. And you know what? You can carry the smell of Shabbat with you all week long. So I hope you make it. If you do, send us some photos of it and bring it to class on Monday. And you can, along with Chava and your teachers, you can bring the spices up to your nose and smell so you can hang on to Shabbat all week long. Bye for now. That was fun.